Hello everybody, happy Monday, I hope you're doing well. Today, I hope your weekend was nice. Welcome back to the Datapack Showcase series. Today's episode is probably going to be a little shorter, but that's okay. The theme of today's episode is the new 1.14 blocks. I have 3 data packs and each pack improves one of the new 1.14 blocks. These all work in the latest snapshot, which as of right now is 19W05A. As always, all of the packs will be linked down below, and if you like fancy blue links, well, guess what? You're in luck, because I have tons of those cool things down in the description for you to check out as well. Leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video. I thought a nice place to begin this video would be with Kiki Punk's Useful Composter data pack. Now, this is a data pack that I actually gave a little bit of a sneak peek to about a week or so ago in my How to Improve the Composter video. If you saw that video, you may have seen this pack shown off very briefly. But today, I'd like to explain the pack a little bit more and show it off a little better. So, we have a composter, and as we put things in the composter, it will fill up. That is normal. Nothing different there. Now, for each level of this composter, the composter will bone meal 4 crops around it. Now, when this composter bone meals the crops around it, as just happened, the composter's compost level will go down 1. So this machine won't work forever. You will need to go ahead and manually fill the composter every so often. This functionality for the composter will work on all basic crops, so potatoes, carrots, beetroots, and wheat. In my opinion, this is a nice little adaptation to the composter's functionality. Because the composter level goes down each time it bone meals, I would say this thing really isn't too OP at all. But if you do think about it, there is a whole lot more bone meal coming from the composter because it's bone mealing 4 crops every single time for each layer. Eventually, the composter will run out and then nothing will happen. The composter will sit there. Now, this functionality will work 4 blocks out from the composter in every direction. So the same amount of area a single water source can water. Now, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to this composter pack. So I think it's time to move on to the next data pack. This next pack is the Stonecutter Damage Data Pack by Arnie Miner Z. Arnie Miner has made a good handful of data packs that I've liked before, and this is another cool one. So, the Stonecutter looks sharp, looks dangerous, right? Well, now it is. Normally, in vanilla, you would take 0 damage from the Stonecutter, which is just goofy to me, right? Like, that looks really dangerous, and that is totally the case now. Now, it seems like you take half a heart of damage for every second that you are on this thing. So, if we go ahead and just fill up our health real quick, and then jump on the Stonecutter for a little experiment, here we go. On and then off. So, it looks like actually a half heart for each tick that you are on the Stonecutter, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Now, this functionality did get me thinking, well, hey, does this work on other mobs? And unfortunately, it does not seem to really work for other mobs. I've tried out quite a bit of peaceful mobs and hostile mobs, and the Stonecutter doesn't seem to hurt these guys. So, sadly, we won't be able to set up any kind of cool farm with this data pack on, but still, if you're looking for an immersive and real experience with the Stonecutter, this is certainly the pack for you. So, as I said, this video is short and quick. Here we are on our final data pack for the day. This is the Campfire Physics data pack by Nick Tonge. I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Now, as you can see in front of me, I have an unlit campfire. Nothing too crazy about that, but wait. There's a new bar that pops up. So, when you spawn the campfire in your world, it is going to be unlit because that would kind of makes sense, right? Like, when you craft a campfire, why is there already a fire? Now, to fuel this campfire, you will need to throw logs onto the fire. Any log will work, so long as you throw it right onto the campfire. Each log adds 15 seconds of burn time. You can then, of course, still cook things on it, but you will need actually to put some fuel in. The fire won't be burning forever. And as you can see, when you look at the campfire and you are close to it, you can see the countdown on the bottom of the screen, and that is telling us how much longer this fire will be burning for. Now, nothing different about the cooking, that's all the same, but the campfire does get some redstone functionality with this data pack as well. You can power the campfire with a redstone signal and then cook your things that way. Things will cook like this, and that'll be an infinite source. So if you do like the campfires that are always burning, you still can do that with this data pack. Now, when you turn the redstone signal off, the campfire will turn off. So this is pretty much like dispensers being right next to a campfire and using those to turn it on and off. However, it does seem like you will need to be using a repeater to turn this campfire on and off, because the torch isn't working, the block isn't working, and this line going into the fire isn't working either. The repeater does work though. When you turn it off, you just need to give it a second and then it'll go away. I think this certainly adds a bit of realism to the campfire, and I also thought the log mechanic was really, really neat and, you know, just a fun way to deal with this. I really like how the particle effects play as well, the little explosion, and yes, you can kind of infinitely add logs to the fire, it seems. The counter is just going to keep going up. And so, those are the 3 packs that I have for you today. What do you think? Which pack is your favorite out of these 3? You should definitely check them all out. There is a link to each pack that I showed off in the video in the description below. I found a really, really cool data pack that I'm thinking about showing off next week, but we'll see about that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and, of course, subscribe so you can see more like this from me. My name is Waddles. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.